I don't know why I started humming that song. I don't even know really what the song is. I just know I hear it a lot. It's like a boss fight song. I don't know anything. Anyway, sorry, Stash. I don't know if you heard that, but she just grumbled at me. Anyway, I made some tea. It's maple, and I think cinnamon, but I'm not sure. I really should have checked when I just threw out the tea bag. But yeah. Ooh, I'm a mess. Hi everybody! Today I'm going to be talking about the book that I just read that you should be able to see on the Now What a Book Club post. It is Welcome to Hyunam-Dong Bookshop. It is a Korean book that was translated into English, written by Hwang Bo-reum. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. I love the book. Seriously, I love it. This is the book. This is the book that you want. Because, as you know, I am super busy all of the time. I have a film I'm trying to produce. I do For Sick Girls Media, or aka Now What a Podcast. I have the pouring pages. I have my day job of a marketing manager. I'm an actress. I'm a photographer. I think I'm missing something. Because usually I have 7 things to count off. I think I'm missing one. If I'm missing one, I'm really sorry. Oh, book editor for Azzy. But yeah, so I have like 7 things to do all of the time. I'm running on coffee and now I guess tea. But this book allows me to rest. Like I really took my time with this book. This was around 300 pages. I think it was exactly 300. 301 pages, including the author's note. So 297 pages. And I read it over the span of 2 weeks because this is not a book that you want to rush through. The whole point of this book is to rest. It's rest and respite. Like the character Hugh, Hyu, in Hyunam-Dong, it means to rest. This bookshop is all about the in between moments in your life. So I know when we talk about the podcast, we talk a lot about these in between moments in your life. But we talk about it in a way of westernized, what do you do next? Let's keep the hustle up. This is when you get to the in between, you need to be able to take a breath and you need to be able to just take stock really and reflect about where your life is, where you want your life to be headed, and where your life was, and then make a decision based on all of that data, which I feel like people don't really talk about, you know? Like most of the time, I feel like we are on this journey of life with all these murky waters where we don't know where we're going. We lost the map like 5 stops ago, but we were pretty sure we knew the way, but we didn't. Um, and like the person with the compass, we threw away the compass. We didn't think it was like super important, really, because we were young and dumb and didn't know any better. And now we're stuck on a ship and we're trying to get home, but you know, when does a man become a monster? When does a man become a monster? This book is about a woman named Yongju. Yes. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Again, I am so sorry, but a woman named Yongju. She basically like quit life. Like she abandoned her old life. She did everything right. All right, we gotta talk about Yongju for a second. She did everything right in terms of like Asian culture. She went to school, she got married, she got a good job. Like that is the doing everything right. She was doing great. And then she started experiencing symptoms of burnout, which then led her to quit the job, divorce the husband, and open a bookshop. Which sounds a little bit familiar because if anybody knows, it's, I mean, It's not like I also had quit my job and also opened a bookshop named The Pouring Pages, which is a bookstore bar concept. We're currently doing pop-ups and online events. But anyway, yeah, I know, Stash. So she opens up this bookshop. She hires a guy named Minjun, who I think is also one of the main characters, to be her barista. Minjun did the school, did not get the job, and now he's doing casual jobs like being a barista. And then everybody who comes into this bookstore has basically their own story, their own set of outcomes that didn't turn out the way that they thought or planned that they would, and now have to navigate the environment of now what. So basically, this is the ultimate now what book. So I don't know about you, Natalie and Lexi, but I think I win this month because this is the now what book. Like literally, there is a character in here that goes now what. Anyway, let's just get into the meat of this, right? I need to calm down. And I was like, you need to just stop. Can you just not step on that gown? You need to calm down. This book is like sipping a warm, not hot like I did, a warm cup of tea in the middle of a sunny day with a spring breeze while you're inside your apartment and your windows open so you can feel that breeze, and there are cherry blossoms blowing past, and you have like a little cardigan on or a little blanket. It's very cozy. I have never in my entire life felt so gently called out by a book. Like I'm pretty sure this book was reading me, if you know what I mean. Like let me just share a few quotes with you, why don't you, that I highlighted, mind you. Okay. I like that you're a logical person, but sometimes logic doesn't make great people, because you'll always place logic above your heart and you'll claim to not know your feelings when in fact you do. His mood was like a roller coaster. One moment depressed, then overflowing with optimism. He started talking to himself. Immersing herself into the feelings of the characters provided a reprieve from her own. She grieved, suffered, and emerged stronger with them, as if sharing their experiences and emotions would, at the end of the book, allow her to understand anyone in the world. It's like I don't have the capacity to get close to people. I was always alone, my heels clicking furiously as I kept trying to move ahead of others, farther and farther. But when I finally paused to turn around one day, everyone passed by me as if I were invisible. No one came up to me to ask, would you like to try this? It's really delicious. Does this count as being disliked? I'm gonna die! This book is probably gonna be the book I recommend to people now when they ask me about like who I am and my character as a person. Like if you wanted to get to know me, you have to read this book, because this book spells it out for you down to the quitting her job and opening a bookstore. Like it really writes it all out, you know, like it's like a manual, you know, and I've never felt so seen. It's almost daunting if it wasn't so sweet, you know, like just so it's so gentle. I'm like, yes, you disorganized attachment style. It's okay. It's okay if you feel like you're disliked by everybody. Okay? Because listen, you're just in the in between of life and you are still trying to figure things out. So if you feel like you're still trying to figure things out, if you feel like you don't know where you're going, you just know you have to keep going, and you've lost the map and you lost the compass and it's dark and you're scared and you're all alone, you're not alone. You know, you can read this book. It's not a person, but it's there for you. And you know what? It's less disappointing than most people are. You know, like, in fact, this book will be kinder to you than 90% of human beings. This book explains why readers love reading so much, I think, at least for me. You know, like, I use reading as a revenue to self-reflect, to feel emotions that otherwise might be, you know, unwanted, or I feel like are unsafe to feel in my current circumstances. Like, sometimes there's so much anxiety around all of the things that I have to do that I can't feel it in that moment. I have to breathe, table it, and feel it later. The problem with that is that it can get all bottled up. So I like to read because it lets me feel those high energy, high stakes emotions, or like even like the down and depressies. Like, when you read, you are able to put that into the characters and work your way and work your heart through the pages that you are reading. And I find that reading has made me more compassionate. You know, like, I don't think I grew up particularly in a world that rewards gentleness and softness and kindness. I get that, and I make the choice to do that through the books that I read, because there are stories going on in people's lives that I may not necessarily have the pages to. They could be feeling their own hero's journey, and I can meet them anywhere on it. I can meet them in the lowest low or the highest high, and I have to be able to take that and accept that and be like, I'm gonna meet you where you are. And for me to do that, books equip me with the knowledge and information that I feel like I need to be able to sympathize better and empathize better with people's situations. Whether or not that makes me a better person, I have no idea. I just know it comforts me a little bit more. I'm actually a really terrible person. I'm super selfish. So when I don't know what to do, it stresses me out. So I read books. So I always know what to do in social situations. Anyhow, if you are looking for a book to slow you down and hold you and see you and just give you a break in what is such a hustle culture world, this is the book for you. It even discusses things like capitalism and our relation to working and productivity, and how we are taught to measure our self-value within those things, and how can we reframe our brains to do that, but not in a way that a self-help book does, where they're just like, do this instead. No, you learn it with the characters, and you start forming your own opinions with these characters, and that's how books get through to you. And they talk about that too in this book. That's all about bookshops and book owning and all of it. And it talks about community and how, you know, like, if you feel like you're floundering out there, you're not the only person floundering out there. And isn't that a great thing to know that everybody is just as confused as you are? All right. And they are doing their best. And you are doing your best, or you should be. If you're not, then you're being a terrible person, you know what I mean? Like, do the best that you have that day. Like, that is my only ask. Your best is not gonna be the same every day, but please try to do it. Otherwise, you might hurt people, and you should not be doing that. All right, be a decent person. This book is great for if you find yourself in the situation of, so you quit your job and you're opening a bookstore, now what? Or basically, I have no idea what I'm doing with my life and I have no idea what to do next, now what? This book is for you. I'm whisking this off to Natalie. We do not, in fact, whisk it off to Natalie. At the time of making this, we thought all our videos would be compiled into one, and then we changed our minds. So if you want Natalie's video, you're just gonna have to like, comment, subscribe, and wait till next week. Thanks for watching, though!